Give me $30 million a year, and you only have 1 hour to consider. In 1996, with 4 championships under his belt, Jordan's salary was only $3.85 million, ranking 30th in the league, while the player he eliminated, the gorilla, Wyvern, earned a whopping $18 million annually. For the fiercely competitive Jordan, how could he possibly be content to lag behind others in terms of salary? That year, Jordan was a free agent, but Bulls owner Reinsdorf seemed in no hurry to make an offer, deliberately delaying. The league salary cap at the time was $24.36 million, and according to Reinsdorf's estimate, other teams could only offer Jordan a maximum contract of $12 million per year. His strategy was clearly to get Jordan to speak first, thus gaining a more advantageous position in negotiations. However, Jordan had his own ideas. Through his agent, he announced his intention to test the free agent market. Upon hearing this news, the Knicks immediately reacted. The Knicks owner personally approached Jordan and offered him a staggering $27 million contract. Although salary cap restrictions limited the Knicks to a maximum of $12 million per year, the Knicks owner, as the owner of Sheraton, offered Jordan an additional benefit. If Jordan signed with the Knicks, Sheraton would offer him a $15 million endorsement deal. Upon learning this, the Bulls immediately filed a lawsuit against then NBA Commissioner David Stern, arguing that the Knicks' actions violated league rules. However, David Stern rejected the Bulls' protest. After all, the NBA is essentially a business league, and the strongest player joining the team with the largest market was exactly what David Stern wanted. After all, Jordan was the man who propelled the NBA onto the world stage. Offending him and having him retire again would undoubtedly be a huge loss for the entire league. Jordan's patience had run out, and he issued an ultimatum to the Bulls owner. If he wanted to renew his contract, he had to offer a 1-year contract worth more than $30 million. You only have 1 hour to decide whether to re-sign with me, or I'm going to New York. Faced with the Knicks' threat, the Bulls had to take action. They used the bird rights to finally sign Jordan to a 1+1 contract, totaling a staggering $63.28 million. The first year's salary was $30.14 million, and the second year a whopping $33.14 million. Jordan thus became the first player in NBA history to earn $30 million a year, even skipping the $20 million mark. It's worth noting that the second $30 million contract in history occurred 18 years later, in 2014, when Ren signed Way Kobe to a 2-year, $48.5 million contract, with the first year at $30.45 million. This huge time span fully demonstrates the timeless significance of a $30 million contract. In 1997, at 34 years old, Jordan still maintained a high level of performance, playing all 82 regular season games, averaging 29.6 points, 5.9 rebounds, 4.3 assists, and 1.7 steals per game, with a field goal percentage of 48.6%. He led the Bulls to a 69-13 record, the best in the league. Jordan swept the scoring title, All-NBA First-Team selection, and All-Defensive First-Team honor. Such a performance would have been enough to secure him the MVP award in any season. Karl Malone also had an outstanding performance. He played all 82 regular season games, averaging 27.4 points, 9.9 rebounds, 4.5 assists, and 1.3 steals per game, with a field goal percentage of 55%. He ranked second in scoring on both ends of the court and was selected to the All-NBA First Team and All-Defensive First Team. He led the Utah Jazz to a 64-18 record, ranking first in the Western Conference and second in the entire league. Both Jordan and Malone played at an extremely high level that season, making the MVP race exceptionally fierce. Ultimately, Malone received 32.98% of the vote, while Jordan narrowly missed out with 32.01%, less than a 1% difference. In the end, Malone won the MVP award. Fans had many opinions about that year's voting. Some believed that Jordan's individual statistics and team record were superior to Malone's. The main reason he didn't win the MVP was due to player fatigue. The previous season, Jordan led the Bulls to a historic 72-win regular season, personally sweeping the MVP, All-NBA First-Team selection, championship, Finals MVP, and scoring title. Therefore, the 1997 Bulls were expected to perform exceptionally well. Although they still achieved a historic 69-win regular season, third best in NBA history, the media and fans saw this as a step backward. This conclusion undoubtedly sparked controversy. Some argued that Jordan had already amassed too many accolades, and Malone had been overshadowed, missing out on many awards. This season, Malone finally had a chance to compete with Jordan. Therefore, the MVP went to Malone, and Jordan became the only player in NBA history to win the scoring title and have the best team record without winning the MVP. No one could have predicted that this missed opportunity would ignite Jordan's competitive spirit. In the 1997 NBA Finals, Jordan led the Bulls against the Jazz, led by his duo. As Salt Lake City is a notoriously difficult home court in NBA history, fans exerted immense psychological pressure on the Bulls even before the game began. They not only made noise outside the Bulls' hotel late at night, trying to disturb the team's rest, but even deliberately triggered the hotel's fire alarm system, putting immense pressure on the entire Bulls team. On the eve of Game 5 of the Finals, Jordan was extremely hungry, but since the hotel didn't offer delivery service, they had to order takeout. However, in the quiet city of Salt Lake City, only one pizzeria was open late at night. Jordan decided to order a pizza, but the delivery team of 5 people aroused suspicion from Jordan's trainer, Grove. These people seemed to be spying on the room, trying to confirm if it was really Jordan. Grove tried to dissuade Jordan from eating the pizza, but Jordan, unable to bear the hunger, ate it all by himself. Around 2:30 a.m., Jordan suddenly experienced severe upper abdominal diarrhea. Half an hour later, he painfully called Grove for help. Grove arrived at the room and found Jordan curled up in pain, trembling uncontrollably. Jordan, with a persistent high fever, was rushed to the hospital. Doctors determined that he had developed diarrhea from eating unsanitary food. Based on experience, the doctors suspected the pizza was the culprit. The incident sparked extensive media coverage in Chicago, with many believing the 5 pizza delivery workers were imposters. A die-hard fan who obtained Jordan's hotel and room number through insider information and ultimately placed the bet. Despite feeling unwell, Jordan decided to play before Game 5 of the finals. Facing the formidable Utah Jazz, he displayed incredible perseverance and fighting spirit. Although the team trailed by more than 10 points in the first half, Jordan stepped up in crucial moments, scoring 17 points to help the team narrow the gap. At halftime, he told coach Phil Jackson that he was exhausted and requested to be put back on the court in the crucial moments of the second half. At the start of the second half, Jordan felt extremely fatigued, feeling like he was about to pass out. By the fourth quarter, when everyone was watching,